Political Post, bringing you the best and worst of Cincinnati. The Political Post, bringing you the best and worst of Cincinnati. The Political Post, bringing you the best and worst of Cincinnati.
The Political Post, bringing you the best and worst of Cincinnati.
So first, I would like to take responsibility for the upset in the midterm elections. Unfortunately, we weren't able to reach out to as many members as I would have liked and really weren't able to convince our party how important this midterm election was.
We already laid out a four-step plan. Today we already took over, the Iraqi military took over an oil town, defeating ISIS. So
Yeah.
I'd say it's pretty...
So what we have done is we have increased military there. They're training Iraqi forces. And as you can see, there has been significant change that is going on there, especially like you just mentioned. Today, one of the Iraqi forces took over another oil
city in Iraq, and I think we've gotten a lot of flack at the beginning of this, but I think it's finally starting to pay off, and we're finally starting to see results, and the Iraqi military are doing their job correctly.
Yeah. What I really hope to see is the funding needed for the Opportunity for Security and Growth in America Initiative Fund, because this fund is really what's going to kickstart all our programs, ideas, and everything we need for a better future in America. So I really hope to see that pass. I really hope that gets the right amount of funding, and that's really going to be a big one for doing things like preschool for all and fixing our tax program and fixing immigration. These funds are going to help do that, so I would like to see as much funding go into that initiative as possible.
Think about all the argumentation and a single or two bills being passed in the last minute of the floor session.
Well, broadly speaking, I would say it's very distressing to see a Congress functioning at such a low level where there's so much rancor. Sometimes there's not even meaningful debate, and then a bill has been passed at the last moment. But I don't think either of those bills have been major pieces of legislation. They've been fairly low profile.
We should have a federal minimum wage, or should it be left up to the state?
Well, I believe we should have a federal minimum wage. Well, I'm just a congressional politics scholar. I personally think probably the minimum, most other developed countries have minimum wages way above ours. It's $19 an hour in Australia. So I would assume that we should probably keep pace at a more reasonable rate than we've been doing. I don't know, many of the senators know better than I do that our current minimum wage is at $7.25, $7.35. It's basically, it hasn't gone up, hasn't kept up with inflation at all over the last 30 years.